I'm not gonna play Malik. I don't think. I'll probably play that on my own. I'll probably play that on my own. I'm lying. I'm gonna play it. Here's the thing. After the whole BVS fiasco, you realize you never actually thought those diapers and your baby mama has not only been threatening to report you to CPS, but also threatening to key your car and rob you dry. Usually, you would call her bluff, but she knows where you live, where you work, and the studio you rent out for sessions with your homies. So the possibility of her doing it is pretty much fucking high. Malik, you got a baby. Malik, you got a baby. So instead of playing uncle with one of the craziest women you have ever met, you send her that $100 that was supposed to be used for diapers. She wins this round. But if you catch her on BNAP with a new set, you're on that ass. Hey, welcome to BOPEYES. What can I get you today? This has to be a fucking joke. This fool. You hate how you seem to be running into strangers a lot more than usual. You live in Jersey fucking City. How hard is it to avoid people like him? It isn't like the city isn't crawling in fucking e-boys. Professionalism is the key to keeping your status as a manager. Fine. You could do this. This man doesn't seem to be listening to you. How fucking rude. You clear your throat once more, repeating your regular greeting. Welcome to BOPEYES. What can I get you today? Will you wait 1 second? I haven't even had the chance to examine the menu yet. Fine. Fair. You have to be nice to every customer no matter how much they have insulted your intelligence in the middle of a BVS pharmacy. You're in power now. If he wants to be a dick, he could be a dick without the delicious goodness of BOPEYES chicken. Sir, you're a hypocrite. You haven't had the food here in years. The smell itself is repulsing. Yeah, when you work at a place like that and you smelling food constantly, yeah. Yep. Sure. Can't be ordering the wrong set of chicken strips or else the world will implode. Do they pay you to start this pleasant chatter with your customers? Nah. You will make this man's life a living hell. You're speaking to someone with 3 masters under his belt, you know. Don't nobody give a fuck. This is a family-friendly establishment, my man. Can't be mentioning that shit where there could be kids around. Like, damn, we get it. You're a bottom. Bottom. Jesus fucking Christ. You've been hanging around entirely too many gay people lately. What? Wait. Are you implying that I meant... You raise an eyebrow. What is this? Why did the music change? You raise an eyebrow, leaning against the counter as you look him dead in the eye. Beside him, there are only a few seated customers around. Your coworkers are probably fucking around in the back. Not that you really give a shit. It's post-lunchtime. I would hope you know that isn't what I meant, given the lack of intelligence you've displayed thus far. However, I am afraid you meant it with sincere intent. I read that crazy. Your hand comes up to wave him off. You really don't hear it. You choose not to hear him degrade you. That shit is only cool in the bedroom, not in your workplace. Stop making that correlation. This is BOPEYES. I should talk to your manager about this blatant disrespect. Tough luck, man. I'm the manager. Laughter fills the room. Taking a step back from the counter as you attempt to regain your composure, professionalism at BOPEYES is key. That doesn't stop you from letting another chuckle out of you as you calm down from your outburst. Oh. Malik 4, the stranger 2. Talk away. How's my disrespect for you so far? 11 out of 10? You'll make this man's life a living hell every way you can. He messed with you. It's only right if you do it back. Revenge isn't revenge if you care. You hear Yolanda's voice sing to you in your ear. Fuck that. You don't care. You've never given a shit about anything in your life. Okay, so we know. Okay. Why else are you 26 working a dead-end job? Because you don't care. All you care about is the music, and this bitch of a man being rude to you has nothing to do with your music. It isn't like he's some producer guy. Shit. Maybe he is. I would give it a solid 7. Only a 7? I gotta up my game. He gives you a smug smile, and you realize maybe this is just a guy you caught on his bad day. He did nearly pass out in a BVS pharmacy. Maybe you were being too harsh on this guy. He doesn't seem to have many friends. Maybe missed a class or two when it comes to knowing boundaries with strangers? Fine, you'll ease up. For now. Perhaps you gain points if my order is satisfactory. We'll see. Been keeping track since we met. I got 4 points. You got 2 on me. He makes a face. You're unsure what to take it. He makes a face. You're unsure what to take of it. It looks like he's kind of shocked that you've been paying attention to him. Shit. Maybe he really doesn't have any friends. You gotta order first, in case you were waiting for permission or something. I'm still looking. So he's one of those customers. Man, it's a chicken place. It's a chicken place. Alright, fine. You don't have any work to do, and you really haven't checked better all day. Fuck this corporate shit. Your phone is up as you scroll through your timeline, making sure your brightness is dim low in case one of your coworkers walks past, and you scroll past some porn. A chicken sandwich meal, please. Sure thing, man. You toss your phone aside, not really caring about where it landed. It's already cracked to shit anyway, and it's not like you can break it anymore. He pretends not to eye your discarded phone as he pulls out his payment. You notice the quick look of judgment on his face before he ultimately shuts it down. Huh, that's unlike him. At least as long as you've known the guy. Will that be all today, sir? Why the fuck did you just call this e-boy sir? Ew, what the fuck? Sure. That is standard practice, but something in you feels different when you say it to him. But not the time. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Malik, for your service. You're treating me like a veteran or some shit. I'm gonna die if I don't get you this chicken. Your life in my hands? Good song title. You write that down on your receipt to remember later. I meant it, alright? Take it or leave it. Sure. Deliver the chicken to him personally. Have one of your co-workers bring him his food. You got better things to deal with than this asshole. Somebody else bring him his food. You decide that you should actually do your job and have one of your co-workers actually do their job. You're the manager of the establishment, for crying out loud. You could be in your office writing bars instead of continuing to be insulted by this person whose name you don't even know. You know what? Kamari, come deal with this. The order is already placed on the ticket, has been printed out to be served. You hand it over to her before trailing off to your office. Tossing your hat aside, you take a seat in front of your computer. This place is a fucking mess, and you know you're going to have to deal with it eventually, but you really don't give a shit enough to be asked about that right now. Instead, you open the Word doc with your current song, rap it quietly as you tweak a few things. Minutes pass as you realize you've been rapping the same bar. Your mind isn't here, but on the man you just had to deal with. Why can't you get him out of your mind? It isn't like he's attractive or anything. Well, shit. Okay, maybe a little. His hair looks soft and touchable. And the way he tucked his shirt, What the fuck? Why are you daydreaming about a man who called you stupid? You should hate him. He was a dick to you and insulted you in your intelligence. I mean, some people like degradation. It's okay. No kink shaming. No kink shaming. No kink shaming. You sigh, leaning back in your chair as you stare up at the ceiling. You should go talk to him. You don't even know his name. The restaurant is empty, sans him sitting by himself in the corner. You watch him for a moment. He presents himself with such a grace, almost as he's royalty or something. You can't help but laugh as you walk up to him. Whew, I'm talking so much. I've met you twice, and I don't even know your name. You gonna tell me, or do I have to call you E-Boy with 2 masters? He lets out a quiet laugh as you approach him. Huh? Why did his laugh give you butterflies? Probably because you like him. Damn. I suppose you at least that. I'm Arahi Cooper. Well, alright, I don't know. Look at you, sitting here all alone. Don't you got a girlfriend or something? Oh, he trying to find out. Kind of depressing, don't you think? He gives you a dry look as you pull up a chair to sit with him. You know you could have easily sat across the booth from him, but where's the fun in that? I'm a marriage counselor. Dating is the last thing I want to deal with outside of my sessions. Are you married? He takes a quick glance at your hand, resting on the table, letting out a laugh. Of course you're not. A man as insufferable as you wouldn't last in a relationship. Ouch. He has a point. Your longest relationship was about 5 years and ended when you were 24. Ever since, dating hasn't really been your thing. You could never get past talking stage with women. Dating with 2 kids isn't ideal. Wow. First of all, you're a dick. I have 2 kids and dated a girl for 5 years. We just trauma dumping. We're just dumping all of our shit. We met this man twice. We don't know his name. And here you are. Let me tell you my life story in BOPEYES. Oh my God. I know something about relationships. Bullshit. Prove it. Prove it? How are you supposed to prove that? You dated Alice for 5 years. Sure, you can pull up pictures on your Binstagram of the 2 of you with your kids, but he could always say it's photoshopped. Haters will say it's photoshopped. You think quickly, realizing the only way to get him to believe you is by doing what you do best. Flirt. Would someone who hasn't been in a relationship do this? Okay. Assault. The Popeyes man done kissed me. Assault. I mean, He probably smell like grease. No. Hit him. You don't think. You never do, but especially right now, as your body goes on autopilot as you move to sit beside him, your hand coming up to gently caress his cheek, thumb running along his cheekbone before you lean in to kiss him. What? Why the fuck did you just kiss this man? You realize you're in way too deep now and decide the only best possible option is to stick with whatever plan your conscience comes up with, pulling away slightly to look at him and gather his reaction. He looks surprised, and not disgusted nor annoyed like he typically does. His cheeks are flushed and he doesn't seem to move away from you, the 3 inches you gave him. Neither of you speak. Instead, you just stare at each other in disbelief of the fuck ship you just pulled. What kind of Wattpad ass shit is this? You really in BOPEYES? In BOPEYES though? Why did you do that? To show you how I pull my moves in relationships. What, didn't like it? He doesn't give you a verbal response. He just sort of stares at you for a moment, almost if he's thinking or having a crisis. He still hasn't moved any further away from you, so maybe that's a good sign? Maybe you have royally fucked up. He finna call the police. He probably finna call the police. I didn't hate it, it's just been a while. No, I mean, you didn't hear that. Ah, fuck it. We kissing again? Did he initiate or did I initiate? He puffs out his cheeks before closing the small gap between you two. His hand moves to rest. We in BOPEYES, sir. We on the clock. His hand moves to rest on your shoulder as he pulls you closer. In the panic you are having right now, you're sure he could feel it against his chest. Your heart is running 1,000,000 miles per minute. You wouldn't be surprised if you keeled over right now. We're in BOPEYES. We don't do this in BOPEYES. I know the crew in the back is like, I know they not doing this over the chicken. I know it's somebody in the drive-thru right now who is cussing their head off. Okay, kissing. Yeah, kissing. You've done this plenty of times with many different women. So why would it be any different with a man? His lips are soft, really soft, and you find yourself melting into them as you return the kiss. Okay, so you ain't never kissed a man, and this is how you decide to kiss your first man is in your BOPEYES uniform over the chicken in the restaurant? Assault! He presses shallowly against you, like he has to get used to the feeling before going any further. It would be weird as hell to start making out with a guy in this situation. Despite that, some part of you betrays your brain by wanting it. You want to do this in Popeyes? Kissing on the clock is probably against the Popeyes employee handbook, and kissing a customer would probably get you fired. But he seems into it. Maybe he won't complain to corporate. I know they not talking about making out in Popeyes right now. This is a solid no for me. My husband tried to make out with me in the middle of Popeyes. A conversation's going to be had in the car. Full on make out. We having a conversation in the car. You don't pull away. You don't want to pull away. The adrenaline, the rush of kissing a man for the first time seems to restart you. Like you just slept for 16 hours after a bender. You feel like a new person. A door to a new world was just open in front of you, and someone from the other side held it open with a welcoming arm. He doesn't seem to want to pull away either. His cheeks are no longer puffed up, but instead flushed red. You can't help but laugh as you force yourself to pull away, your voice quiet as you speak. I need the perspective of the single mom with 2 kids coming in there who's just trying to get some chicken. Her kids run around just like, Mama, that man over there kissing. I want to see that perspective. And her telling them to mind their business and wait up by the counter. Because ain't no way. Because this seemed like this is a long time. This seems like this is a long time. I'm not hitting next to make it seem longer, but this seemed like a long time to be making out in a chicken restaurant. So, I suppose I could see you in a relationship. Told you, one thing about me, I never cap. Cap? You give him a look. He must be old, or not online, or both. Never mind. Enjoying your food? I made it fresh just for you. You ain't did shit. You was writing raps in the back. What flattery indeed. It does taste better than when I get it from the drive-thru. Man, that's the same chicken. I got beef with a particular chicken restaurant. I got beef with them. I got beef with them. Like, so I got beef with them. All they chicken the same, sir. Stop it. That's how you flirting. Yo, chicken extra good at Popeyes today. That's not a flirt. Stop it. You chat with him until you hear the sound of the bell ringing and 15 oncoming students from the high school up the street. You and your coworker are the only ones in the store right now, and it probably wouldn't be fair to leave her by herself to deal with them. Shit, I gotta get back to work. So soon? Well, that is to say, I mean, I have to leave soon, too. Can I get your number? What? That's the last thing you would have expected from a man like him. You just made out with him in the lobby. First he insults your intelligence, then he insults your relationship skills. At least he didn't insult your kissing. That really would have bruised the ego. You reach into your pocket to grab your phone before spotting the mixtape on the table beside his tray. You're glad he never threw it out. Maybe he was going to listen to it? You can't think too much about it right now. You have a register to run. It's on the back of the tape. Text me, we can hang later. If you're free, I'm off at 6. You shoot him a wink before making your way to the register to start taking orders. Every few moments, you cast a glance toward his direction until he leaves. Once he does, you feel a buzz in your pocket. You'll get to it later. For now, you do your job and daydream about seeing him later. Straight bros. This was some Wattpad ass shit. And I'm gonna tell you why. Ain't no way. Even, I don't care how attracted you are to someone. The Popeyes lobby? It smelled like chicken and hot grease in there. It smelled like sadness and hatred in there. Like, it's not a romantic setting. You're gonna have to tell people, yeah, you know, we did that in Popeyes. We met in Popeyes. You're gonna have to tell people that. Popeyes? Whew. Maybe if it was in the parking lot, like outside. Like you got off work or something, then you ran at him and you was talking. He was like, I'm gonna come out the office, put my lips, I'm gonna put my lips to your lips. I'm gonna go drop some chicken. Ooh, no. Thank you for playing our demo. For more information and to keep up to date with Validate, visit validate.com and follow us on Twitter, Validate Game. Again, if you want to play the full demo, it comes out April 15th. The full game is projected to come out August 2022. Follow them on Twitter to get updates about that. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe if you're new here, and as always, thank you for stopping by. Bye!